All right, so in this demonstration, what I've done is I've put a can of Diet Coke, so they're unopened, right? I just want to make sure that you understand that I have not tampered with any of these things. Okay, so we have a Coke can and Diet Coke can, and I submerged them into a bucket of water. And clearly, what you can see is that the Diet Coke can floats, right? And the Coke can sinks. These are just your typical cans of soda, right? So there's going to be three questions that I'm going to ask of you, right? And this is all on the PowerPoint as well. Number one, right? Question is why does the Diet Coke can float, and what makes the Coke can sink? Right now, the words density should be used in your explanation, right? If it's not, then you're not explaining it correctly, right? So that's the first one. The second thing I want you to think about is, again, like without changing anything to the bottle. So I can't open it, I can't do anything to it, right? I can't touch it, okay? What I want you to think about is, first thing is, I'm just gonna move this out of the way, is let's talk about the Diet Coke can. Number one is, how do I make it sink, okay? So I can't open it, right? I can't touch it, so I can't like just push it down and say, oh yeah, if I push it down, it sinks, all right? Without touching it, right? At least me physically touching it, there are actually two different ways that I can make the Diet Coke can sink. I want you to think about, how can I make the Diet Coke can sink? Okay? Let's bring back the Coke can now. Okay, now the Coke can, right, is sunk. Same thing that I just talked about with the Diet Coke can. There are two different ways that I can actually make the Coke can float without ever touching it. Okay? So I want you to think about those things. I will not accept I don't know as an answer. So use this time to ask questions about what you can do as you're watching this film, right? I want you to be able to ask questions. I'll be in the Zoom, right? So you can ask me anything that you think that you can do. So again, right? Look at the PowerPoints. You can see the three questions that I ask, but just look at the idea of what makes things sink and float. Okay? So that's the first thing you need to do.